As of September 30th, the Buffalo Bill Reservoir is holding just over 405,000 acre-feet, the lowest it's been in a year and a half, and lower than it usually is at this time of year. However, should the water level drop much lower, could a piece of history long submerged see the light of day? Leslie Slater-Wilson is the executive director of the Buffalo Bill Dam Visitor Center, which displays the history of what was once considered the tallest dam in the world when it was completed in 1910. The dam project changed the course of the north and south forks of the Shoshone River, allowing farmers and ranchers in the Bighorn Basin to irrigate their fields.
So about a mile and a half west of here was a little town of Marquette. It had some ranches, it had a schoolhouse and a post office, and the government bought the land from the ranchers. And the settlers were allowed to stay until 1910 when the reservoir started to fill up.
As the summer goes on and the water levels in the Buffalo Bill Reservoir drop, some locals wonder how low will the levels go before we start seeing the remnants of the town of Marquette. Cody historian Bob Richards says the old buildings from Marquette will never appear above the waterline because when the reservoir was flooded, most of the buildings were removed and relocated.
It could have been 2 or 3 outbuildings. There were some homesteads further up on the North Fork that cabins were still left there when they filled it.
However, at its deepest point, the reservoir measures 157 feet from the surface, so even if water levels drop to historic lows, it would be years before the remnants of the gathering of buildings near George Marquette's store would be visible.
It would take a major drought, which we haven't had here, unless we had a drought for several years. I don't think that's going to happen.
From Cody, I'm Wendy Corr reporting.